And back to the sewers, of course. After we beat the Nurgle boss, I'll want to take a look at the next biome at the very least, just for the sake of seeing something slightly different.
Oh yeah, just because you've...
Oh, I want to see what it looks like.
I was hoping my character would run after yours if I waited 2 seconds.
I believe that's exactly what happens if you let go, but it's also fighting time.
Yep.
Let's see. Good, you're playing this game. What are our thoughts so far? It's very repetitive.
We were discussing the structure of the map versus our objectives and how we're essentially being sent up and down, up and down, up and down.
You know what game actually does this really well? This structure? Victor Vran.
Which one?
So Victor Vran has everything is hand designed. Nothing is procedurally generated. It's a little bit more like
Is this procedural generation?
yeah, that was sort of. It's effectively. I don't actually know if it's procedural generated, but they only have certain. They only have so much, like, so many level pieces that they can stitch together, and so like you will walk through the same location repeatedly, just because each level is just stitched between them. Diablo 3 did the exact same thing, where it's procedurally generated using handmade level chunks. Which is kind of okay, but eh. But like, Victor Vran did it kind of well, where every location was distinct, hand-designed, and had bonus objectives that you could complete. That would give you, like, extra loot, and secret rooms all over the place, that you could find. And that actually ended up being quite interesting, because you weren't just, like, mowing through hordes of enemies, you actually cared about what you were doing. And some of them were really boring, like, just take no damage in an area and get, like, a bonus star. But it helps cut down on the mundanity of, you know, gameplay and stuff.
You'll never take me like that. Hit me.
Ooh, I'm going down.
Watch out.
You know, where most of these other games, you know, just send you waves of enemies in the same setup over and over again. Let's see. The other one, I mean, honestly, was Grim Dawn, if only because, like, you had a lot of, like, bonus events that would pop up anywhere from, like, there were, like, weird shrines that you could activate. That was kind of cool. See, Torchlight is brilliant. Torchlight 1 was pretty boring, but, like, satisfyingly boring. It was just kind of a basic grind box. With, like, a couple of bonus objectives.
Oh,
Whereas,
Crippling Blade is a new skill for me.
conversely, Torchlight 2, I think, actually did it well. I just haven't played enough Torchlight 2 to really commentate on it, unfortunately. But that one's super high on the list, because as weird as it sounds, I know these games generally do kind of badly on my channel. I guess this is doing okay today, but maybe that's just because, I don't know.
It's a new game, isn't it?
Eh.
Aside from the early access.
Yeah, no, it's true. It did come out yesterday. But like you'd be surprised. Gato Roboto came out and, like, it took a while for people to care. I don't know. It's kind of slow.
Gato Roboto. Ah yes, must use that ability.
But yeah, I think Torchlight 2, for example, is better. Same thing with, like, Path of Exile. Path of Exile is fantastic. It's just dense and takes some serious time to get into.
I've never made it past the first area just because of how slow it could be with item management, making sure everything fits in your knapsack just so. Also, that is a massive creature. It almost looks like a corrupted dragon.
I'm not doing damage to it. You might want to try hitting it for a bit. Oh, it's that thing again.
Yep.
Let's give them a little respite. What a sweet death.
I don't appreciate that every time it hits me, I get stunned. At least it's a bigger... Yeah, Shell?
Yeah?
Stop,
oh, it does damage
hitting
from
the little
behind.
guys.
Okay.
What a sweet death.
And start hitting the big one, because I kind of can't.
Okay. Uh-oh. I need to heal, but I don't know if I have a means to heal. When is it gonna come back, my healing potion? There we go. Got it.
Oh, I got throwing axes. Well, that's handy.
You're having a hard time hitting it in melee, probably.
Well, yeah.
Let you kill me.
What? Oh, I probably forgot to dodge out of the ring of pestilence.
I'm hurt.
But yeah, I can just chuck axes. I might just keep this on the
Okay, got that up.
loadout.
Gonna throw that over. Wait, did he die?
Yeah, killed it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I actually have a ranged attack, so I can be helpful against that guy now. As opposed to just walking up to him and then
I was just
die.
running around in circles trying to heal. Alright, there are some more nurgles.
Personally, I just like action RPGs. They're very zen, which is weird because their game's entirely about just killing hordes of enemies. But, like, I can load up an action RPG like this and just kind of cut through monsters for a couple hours and be like, yeah, that was fun. And not have to, like, think or stress about anything.
It's less complicated than a platformer because platformers
Oh, yeah. Yeah, after playing a platformer for a couple hours, I'm like, that hurt. Bad.
It's also nice acquiring skills and learning the mechanics of more complicated boss fights.
Yeah.
There are some of those.
Yeah, and some of these, actually, the boss fights in this game are the highlight. We'll be fighting one very shortly.
Okay. So you've played into the end of this
Yeah,
particular demo?
So the beta was chapter 1.
Oh, okay.
Which actually was a really good preview for the game, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, I've got the blood orb ready.
Yep.
I'll use it on the next group that we run into.
I will get mine.
Let's see. But the boss fight actually has, like, patterns and feels good. Like, I don't know, I guess I'm jaded from fighting. Oh, wait, hold on. Stop.
Yep.
Stop. We're gonna pull a bunch of enemies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can grab that blood orb. Alright. Just ignore them and just bring them all to us. Because they don't actually really fight us. So the more that we can get on us at once, before it gets stuck.
Seems like quite a bit.
They get a little stuck in your dryad.
They do.
Okay, I'll go first.
We may have even lost some of the creatures behind us.
Yeah, that's okay. Do you see how many fragments we got out of that? Apparently the Nurglings are worth it.
Just strike the fatal blow.
Okay, I'm gonna pull us back for a bit.
Just got out of the way of that vomit. Should I use my ability?
Nah,
Not
wait
on
until we
these.
have like a cloud of Nurglings fighting us.
That's true.
Because the cloud of Nurglings...
You'll never take me like that. Hit me.
Oh, go with the... Oh, I died.
Uh-oh.
You can get in there and revive me. They don't do that much damage.
Okay, sure.
Oh, I need to prepare myself for that.
Come on. Why is it stopping?
Oh,
It's
you're
because of the
poisoned.
poison.
Yeah, you...
There.
Oh, that's obnoxious. Okay, well, I'm back.
Yeah, every time it did a point
Okay,
of
go
damage.
for the dude with the skeletons on a stick.
Oh,
If he's still here.
okay.
Because he's a healer. I think he died. Because, yeah, he was actually doing a bunch of damage to me.
I'm hurt.
Not anymore. Oh, vomit.
I need a sweet breath.
There we go. Finally got that slug down.
Yeah, they're tough buggers. I'll give this game credit. Normal difficulty is actually fairly balanced. Okay, hold on. Yeah, Shell, if you don't kill anything, you can pop your thing and kill these guys. Let's go up a little bit further, or you just... Okay.
Sure, let's see. Oh, there we go. There's some guys. Probably not the swarm you wanted, though.
No.
We should have saved it for a real
Well, I was saying,
multitude.
like, hey, if you don't kill any of these guys, you can pop your thing.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can
but
pull
it
more.
still wasn't the same as before.
I need more time.
Oh well.
I've lost the blood rush.
I need to prepare myself for that.
Okay. I guess I can just chuck air axes at that guy. I don't know where I'm getting my axes back from. Up in my butt. Butt full of axes.
You'll never take that.
I guess I'm actually taking some damage here. Well,
Still wonder where she's getting all these arrows.
It's
Just a wood launcher. Creates it.
there's just an
spot.
interdimensional portal sitting over a forest that is just like sucking up arrows en masse.
Probably
This-
just sticks and twigs.
Just this like horrible sucking noise, and all the druids are like, "Man, she must be fighting something fierce." And you're like killing squirrels, and they're like, "Glad we sent her away, but why is she still capable of doing this? This sucks." You know, that would be kind of a fun campaign to do someday. One where you actually have to worry about like how many arrows you have, and it's like a limited ammo quantity, but like you're also limited on how much you can heal.
That's the path to Kessler's lair, or I'm no dwarf. Now to head back to Nuln and give Teclis the good news.
We just got here.
Yeah, now we go back, then we go through that all again because now we knows where it is. Why didn't we just have Teclis follow us at a safe distance and be like, "Yo, we're gonna go find it. Just follow us."
We have him. Kessler's trail led to an ancient cavern that connects to the sewers. It's part of a network of caves that run for miles to the west, beyond the edge of the city.
Now we know how the servants of chaos were getting into the sewers. There's an ancient set of ruins west of the city. Perhaps that is where the enemy's camp is hidden.
I do not doubt it. Prepare yourself, braggy Axebiter. There will be hard fighting ahead. Return to me when you are ready to make your assault.
Alright. So then we're just gonna prep up for the next battle.
Yep. Not that I seem to have any particularly useful goodies. I got a little bit.
Yeah, it seemed to be worse there. Okay, I got something a tad better there.
I'm always on the lookout for more loot quality. It seems like they made it significantly rarer.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the beta, I think I had plus 300 something percent loot quality find. I'm gonna just take us out. Yep.
Okay.
It was goofy. My equipment was getting like unnecessarily strong.
So are you going into your
How do
skill
you get
tree?
higher tier levels of these things? Oh. Maxing out the Collector's Guild gets us Lucky Charm, which just is an extra 100% loot quality. That'd certainly be nice.
Okay, I need to get to higher levels for some of the other ones. Oh, basic skills. Rippling Blade. Throw a dagger that
Slows enemies. Not really that useful.
But that would be good against... I think my Dryads can have the whole...
Oh, right.
More bonus damage versus slowed or poisoned.
No, you're right.
or
That could
other
actually be
things.
useful. Up to you.
Equipped on 8 energy generation. So I could go for For daggers rather than bows. Master Archer. Can I attach that to A? Wait, did I just make that Y? I didn't want to make that Y. Because Y is my other blade skill. Yeah, I want this to be it. So what would I rather have? I don't really use the spinning blade that much. So I think I want to...
Oh, I see it.
Have that be the crippling dagger. Interesting.
Oh, what's that one?
So it's just a better blade skill.
Oh, is that like your Y or something?
Yeah, I upgraded it.
Huh.
It
I
just
didn't know you
has
could
2
use that
blades.
repeatedly.
Yeah, so I can throw 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's just expensive. I see how it works.
Yep.
Also, somebody was pointing out your multi-arrow move might already slow enemies. Can you double check
This?
that? Yeah, can you check that?
Sure, I can take a look.
No, it does not.
No. So the knife ability does slow enemies.
Unless they mean your spread fire. Yeah, that one slows enemies, but it's a chance.
Okay.
So, it could be either. I mean, I honestly don't think it matters.
Hey, can I put a skill in this slot?
Yes.
These ones?
Yes, if you have skill points, which you do.
Damage is increased after moving. Conditions bonuses. Gold from loot is increased. Passive skills.
See, is the skill tree interesting to you, or is it all just cool stuff once in a while? Honestly, the skill tree is kind of random compared to Path of Exile. It's not very exciting, in my opinion. Then again, Path of Exile is mostly just
This was the
passive
one I
bonuses,
wanted,
but
right?
they're cool ones. Yes. Hitting enemy grants a small chance for small dryad to appear.
Where do I put that, though?
Just press A.
I was selecting it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's equipped. Okay. And then... what's another one? I think I need to get to the next seed pod or whatever the abilities are. The passive
so
skills.
As you go along. It looks like they might be more fun on her character. Mine are just like bonus HP or like big AoE-ish.
The time to strike is now. Witch Hunter Voss has assembled his men here at the tower. They will move in as soon as you have breached the camp's defenses and defeated Kessler. The Beastmen will have fortified their camp using whatever materials are at hand. They will be present in great numbers and hungry for human flesh. The key to victory is Kessler. Defeat him, and the others will break, just as they did at Kislev.
Down we go. Into the sewers one last time. At least
But this is
this area is
different.
newer. Yeah, Nurgle's Lair. I think this is the only hand-designed zone. For... never mind.
What kind of society does
Never
Nurgle
mind, I was
possess?
wrong.
Oh.
Back to generic sewer tiles. I really do find it way more compelling when games are hand-designed. Like, I enjoy procedural generation sometimes as, like, a content thing. And I think it worked really well in, like, Tower of Guns. But I think the more games that I play with this level of, like, game design style, the less I like them.
Oh, look, those are the dryads that came from
That's cool.
Chance.
Those are not small triads.
Mm-hmm. Well, they were called small dryads. Not so small. I love creating minions.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't last long.
wasn't Path of Exile fairly meh at launch? I remember liking it. I don't remember it that well as a launch, though. So it has been a little while.
Master Archer superior.
Yeah, so Spitfire arrow
Do I-
has a potential upgrade.
Okay,
You have to equip
I should
it,
do that.
though, which I don't think you have the skill points for.
Yep. Maybe. I'll have to take a look.
I think you'll have to unslot some of them. I wonder, try using your Spitfire arrow and see if you summon more of the little guy.
Oh, yeah.
More of your...
Because it fires at such a swift rate.
Yeah. I guess it'll be hard to do until we run into something particularly large.
There we go. I developed one. Unless that was my... No, it's not green. This was my normal tree.
Yeah, that's your normal one. I don't know. I bet every...
Oh, there's the second one that's green.
I bet every attack has its own, like, % chance or something like that. Yeah, I know Warframe was kind of at launch. And they were having a lot of trouble until, like, a bunch of YouTubers and stuff started picking it up. I know...
My only issue with Warframe is that the missions seem too short.
They get longer. They get a lot longer.
Okay.
Depending on the mission. So part of it is, like...
You guys just started leaping across the map, and then it was like the mission was over, and it's like, why am I playing
There
this?
are definitely some missions
just
like
to grind
that.
for gear?
I mean, yes. That is generally why anybody plays Warframe. Because it is probably one of the better Skinner box games as a service games that I've ever played. Just because the quality of actual gameplay is so good. Like the movement, the visual style, and like the guns themselves are really enjoyable. Not to mention the amount of like character customization you can do.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of like the shorter missions. I do too. They're very satisfying. But like, for somebody that's never played Warframe before, shorter missions that are done so fast that like...
I prefer story.
Yeah.
I play games
and
for
I've
new
said that before, that I
narratives.
think Warframe needs like a very direct campaign mode as well. I kind of like how Guild Wars does its story missions to some degree. And I guess every Warframe quest comes with like a little bit more.
I think they should really have one for each frame, because that would be really cool.
They kind of do, but it's usually like, you know, there's this, what's a good example? Go to this mission area because there might be a Warframe here. And then you get like a little bit of background lore on them, and then kind of like, eventually you unlock the ability to make them, and... Let's see, if you're gonna bring Shell into Warframe, don't skip missions. I wasn't actually. We were going through the regular content. It's just we were on an extermination mission and everybody else was running faster than her. Very specifically because I think everybody else had got a handle of the like a handle on the bullet jumping and like sliding and movement a little bit more.
And then it felt more like a parkour game.
Yeah, which it really kind of is. Certain missions are just like full parkour. Some you actually have to like work together and like defend points and people and so on and so forth.
I think the most fun I had in Warframe was a protect
Defense
this
or
and
survival.
survive.
Yeah. Those are generally my favorite too because they have more enemies. Because it is way more fun to just, like, mow through hordes than, like, kill one guy here and there. Some of the bosses out on Fortuna are pretty good. Just to emphasize how grubby the map design is here, by the way. See this, like, tile that we're moving on to?
Yes.
The, like, weird branching path that reconverges? Notice how it's directly next to a direct copy of itself?
Oh.
Yeah. They don't have enough tiles in this, and it's a little lame. Because I think if I actually felt like I was exploring a location as opposed to just running through just progressive rooms, I'd find this more interesting. Though I guess it's designed around the idea of repetition, that you're supposed to play it over and over and over again. Oh, hey, thank you, Verisok, for the 1,000 bits. How was your Saturday afternoon? Unless you're in a different time zone, at which point, I don't know.
So, are you expected to play this several times over with different characters?
Well, remember how in Diablo 3 they had those, like, I guess I didn't really show them to you, but, like, you could return to areas for bonus objectives and stuff?
Yes.
So that's what this game does. they have kind of a procedural generated, like, come back and fight enemies for more loot. Personally, I've never been terribly interested in that sort of thing. It can be enjoyable, but, like, I think after a certain point, unless I have, like, some very specific, goal in mind. Unless I have...
Wait, did I lose my flame ability? Somehow? I thought I acquired it.
No.
I didn't. Alright.
When the orb fills up a little bit, it looks like it's full. Just for a second.
Ah, I see. Has a little cooldown for it.
Like, definitely fun for, like, a co-op thing. I'm enjoying this a lot more that I have somebody else to play with. Oh, we just went in a big circle. Dang it.
Well, there seem to be more enemies in this direction.
Let's give them a little respite.
There's a rumbling going
I've lost
on.
the blood rush.
Dodge out of the way of that. So is this the human symbol? Or it seems ominous.
I don't know. That's like the de facto Warhammer symbol that I've seen.
Ah, okay. Just the cross with the skull.
Yeah, the cross with the skull is like everywhere.
We actually have a Warhammer store in our area.
Yeah, we do.
A whole store dedicated to Warhammer.
I mean, Portland, I would say, is probably one of the nerdier cities in America.
Supposedly they allow you to paint a figurine.
Yeah.
On your, I don't know if it's your first visit or if you have to sign up for something or what.
I don't know if I'd care too much.
They'd be probably very tiny ones.
Let's see. Please record Shell doing Second Dream if at all possible.
What's that?
Oh, if you were to start playing Warframe again.
Second Dream.
It's the story quests. What little's...
Is that when they decided to actually add the Tenno-Pilot models?
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately that's spoiled for Shell because...
Yeah.
I've been playing this so much, it's hard not to. Or this, Warframe so much, it's hard not to spoil that.
Oh, who's that?
That's Shaman. I think he can summon dudes.
Blood cultist.
He can also
probably.
heal.
I must currently at a fight.
Well, he dispatched him.
I really wish that, like, blood meter would fill up as a, like, as you kill things as opposed to, like, on those blood drops. I mean, I guess it's full up for me. Alright, next large group, Shell.
Yeah?
Just don't shoot anything.
Oh, okay. Oh, because you're going to be using your ability.
Yeah, so not these guys. Come on, follow me, follow me.
Okay. My dryads won't get the
I
memo
know.
immediately.
I'm trying to lure more. Okay.
All the Nurgles!
That's a big group. Because, yeah, Nurglings are...
They're nice fodder.
Well, they die easy, and there's a lot of them.
So we can get a lot of fragments.
Yep. Everything else not so much, so. But yeah, what story stuff they do for Warframe is actually quite good. It's just, it suffers from the same thing that this game does, where everything is so procedurally generated and repetitive that even the story missions are...
I don't need to put that move on unless we're surrounded.
Like, even the story missions are just revisiting a location that you've already been to before. I had the same problem with Anthem, actually. I really didn't enjoy any of the dungeons in Anthem. Or any of the, like, mini dungeons in Anthem, because it was just...
I couldn't even play Anthem.
Yeah,
Did you
it's
purchase
fine.
that for me, or did you get one thing free?
No, I got you access for the weekend. And then
Oh,
that was
right,
it.
right. We did the weekend.
Yeah, I purchased it for myself, and I think at some point I will go back and play it. And just be like... one thing I really want to do...
What was the problem with Anthem beyond, I know that there were the technical issues.
There's no one thing wrong with Anthem.
Okay.
Like,
Enlighten me.
how do I describe it? The game was buggy. The game was poorly designed. The game is missing content. The story doesn't make sense. The story isn't even that good.
Which is surprising for a BioWare game.
Here, grab that blood orb, but don't use it immediately.
Yeah.
Let's get a small horde of... Actually...
Oh, I'm not there yet.
Oh, you're not there yet? Oh, yeah, you aren't.
I need to fight.
Like... Oh, there's the last blood orb.
Okay.
It strikes me as a Skinner box designed by people that want to make a Skinner box but don't know how to make a good Skinner box.
Look at how it's bugging out on my side.
Oh yeah, it is just freaking out there. Let's see, can I link a great article if Shell wants it? I'd probably send it to her on Discord.
Or I suppose you can like put it into the MMO Discord.
Yeah, put it in the MMO room on Discord. That'd be a good spot.
That's a good topic
okay,
discussion
let's
thing.
Stop.
Okay,
stop.
okay.
We got some Nurglings. This would be a decent spot.
Okay, right back here.
Yeah, right here. Oh, this is great.
Oh god.
Go hog wild. Here, I'll go after the big guys.
Oh, I need to heal up. There we go. I just made it.
I need to fight.
Okay, got a lot of them.
Yep.
But now we have to survive.
But yeah, it's like I think I would like Anthem if I started playing it. I think I had a number of problems with it. For starters, it didn't work on my computer originally, which was a serious issue. Like it straight up would not record. Which is like you never want that as a YouTuber. And that
And I couldn't even play it.
Yeah, Shell couldn't play it, but then again you're on
It was on a slightly older laptop though.
Yeah. And then when I did finally get back and sit down to play Anthem properly, I was rushing to try and get through the tutorial and story and stuff to play with Shell. Your Dryad gave up animating for a while. And like, trying to race through the tutorial of Anthem was not fun. Because it's slow, it's very hand-holdy, and you're kind of like, alright, come on. And they're like, let's teach you how to do the open world. And it's like, no, I know this. Like, I think a lot of video games need the, like, just don't hold my hand. Let me make mistakes mode.
Unless their control scheme is vastly different from anything else on the market. You would think that there'd be some intuitive things that everyone
so what
is
it did was
to.
it taught you how to play the game, but then it taught you how the, like, open world mechanics work.
Ah.
Like, how to... You know how, like, Guild Wars just drops you in the world after the initial, like, story tutorial? And it like, immediately just starts having you do hearts with no explanation on how hearts work or the dynamic events? Well, imagine if it sat down and made you do 3 dynamic events before you could play with other players. Not very fun. Wow, this is really loud here. Why is this so loud here?
Of all places. Maybe it's because of this chamber.
Yeah, it's a cool-looking chamber. Like, I would like this game a lot more if it had a bunch of chambers that were, like, really well designed like this. Why did it get so loud?
Alright. Let's see if it dampens when we get past the chamber.
Yes.
I think it's just to create the echo effect, but they botched it
It
somehow.
doesn't matter.
I know.
Like, the echo effect is way less interesting than having a well-balanced audio
I know.
in your video game. But yeah, so there's just a lot wrong with Anthem, and BioWare is kind of creating a track record of making not great games and then bailing on them.